Hello, welcome to Shipwrecks, and welcome back to Jercy City of ValiDate. I am Ghost in the Hella. I will be flying solo today. This is kind of in lieu of my usual Wednesday afternoon stream, because I've got my family visiting on Wednesday, and it just seemed like too much to try to do both. So, not our usual time, but hopefully folks will still be able to join us. Gideon is acting out a little bit, but not too bad. We'll see how she does. And Little Bear, as you can see, is comfy cozy boy today. I've got myself a hot cup of pronouns, by which I mean sipping chocolate. It is delicious. And yeah, let's jump in. Resume root or resume autosave? Root, I guess? Let's see. Let's see what I just did. Ooh, okay. Alright, I probably should have gone with the autosave route, but hey, why not? Let's kiss him again. Alright, so as we're cycling through this to see more smooching, aw, Emhari is cute. This is Malik. He is our current protagonist. I think right now 4 routes are available. But you have to kind of like, my understanding is anyway, you have to play through each one to unlock the next. So Malik is our starting character. Last week we met Malik. He's an interesting guy. He works here at Popeye's Chicken. He's a single dad of 2 with 2 different women. He's working on it. He's not the best dad or person. But he's working on it. He's an aspiring rapper who likes to give out his mixtapes, his CDs. He attempted to pick up Yolanda last week, and that did not work out very well. And then he tried to pick up Arihi, 'cause, dudes, why not? Hey, welcome Mia, welcome Rain. Rain is here for the train wreck. Awesome. Shipwreck? Alright. So right now we're just kind of cycling through this because, like, we did do this last week, but it gives me some time to recap, and also it was pretty cute. So Malik's a bit of a disaster. Arihi is cute as heck. Mia says, Malik, do better, challenge, frustrated. Yeah, we want Malik to grow up, basically. Mia says, Marihi, OTP. That's why I went with the thumbnail that I did this time, because it's got, like, Malik tugging on Arihi's necktie, and it's really cute. Rain says, Malik is peak, I can make them worse. Material, yeah. Arihi is adorable. Malik is cute too. He's just kind of a douchebag. And by kind of, I mean a lot of. So we're kind of hoping for him to grow in this. No. Who would marry Malik? Aww. Yeah, he does have a point. And he keeps blaming his 2 kids. No. So far, neither Arihi nor Yolanda seemed, put off by the 2 kids. No, I'm not replaying. I just entered at the wrong save point, so I'm just kinda zooming through this stuff. And he says, I may not be able to comment much because I'm, like, literally in the office working, but I will try to sneak peeks here and there. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And smooches. Malik, be a father to your children, impossible challenge. Yeah. And his kids seem really cute, too. Arihi's really cute. Aww. Rand says, I'll probably mute this later to focus on writing my life as strange brain rot. That is fine. Malik writing the sexual assault line. Yeah. Yeah, he's not great with consent, is he? In a room with witnesses and cameras. Okay. This was longer than I had expected it to be, sorry. Blah blah blah, made you food. Cool, cool, cool. Gotta get back to work, at your place of work. And what I've learned from this is that Malik does not make good choices. No, he doesn't. Which is what we're here for. Oh. Mia says, look, if you're not into somewhat toxic, the Malik arc is not for you. Just bros being bros. Gotta love it. Okay. Here we are. Let's see what Alonso has to offer. And more importantly, what Malik has to offer him. Barb workout. Okay. Oh, it's another one by Danny. Content warnings, homophobia, and drugs. Alright. Every Thursday afternoon, you've made it your mission to have some daddy-daughter time. Aww. Being a deadbeat dad isn't good for the clout. Damn! Oh my god, Malik. How about you be a dad to your daughter just because, you know, you're a dad and she's your daughter? Like... I don't know, I do love a dad, but not a bad dad. Not being in your daughter's life probably makes her feel the same way you felt when your father stopped giving you any sort of attention. The feeling of having someone in your life who is supposed to take care of you simply not doing so because of their own selfish reasons is not something you wish on anyone, especially your own daughter. And what about your son? Dude, despite everything, you've always wanted a kid or two. Well, you've got two, buddy. Sure, you raised your younger siblings growing up, but it's different with your own kid. You feel like you can do a better job at teaching them right from wrong than your parents did with yourself and your own siblings. But you wish you waited until you were married and had money. I mean, if you wait until you're married and have money, then just... like... If Velmax and I had waited until we were married and had money to adopt our cats, would never have happened. Although we did have to wait until we bought a house, because we could not find a place to rent that would allow pets. Like, at all. It just wasn't a thing. Sure, your music is taking off and you're getting more from music than your $21.50 an hour from Popeyes. It was hard before. Rain says, hello, generational trauma. Yep. Having to balance 2 young children and a full-time job. You made it work, but there were some birthdays and holidays you wish you could have done better. Gotten them another Barbie or action figure. Throw them the children's show-themed party you had growing up. Aww. You failed in the past, but now you have the future to mend the wounds in your relationship with your daughter. What about your son? I'm so curious why he only talks about his daughter. Oh. She's almost 5 now, and walks and talks a bit too much. Ouch. A product of you and your ex Alice. And already talking about Alice. Oh my god, this dude. And she looks just like her. You know you shouldn't pick favorites. You saw what it did to you and your siblings, and how your father decided to favor your younger brother over yourself and your sisters and your own mother. Oof. Damn, you hate your father. With Rhea, it's different. She was an accident, sure, but she was an accident you didn't end up regretting because of her mother. You loved Alice. No, you still love Alice. Ouch. When Alice told you she was pregnant, you sat and cried with her for hours. You were only 22, scared, and you weren't ready to be a father. You had a promising rap career ahead of you, but Alice convinced you things would be okay. You can still pursue your passions with a child. Didn't he have the other kid first? I mean, it does sound like he has an even worse relationship with the other kid's mother. So, it might not be 100% his fault that he's not in the kid's life, but it's probably at least partially his fault. Thinking back on it, you were wondering if she was only saying that because she was trying to convince herself of the same thing. Her career is taking off now, and you have Rhea more days in the week than usual. Good. She's busy, you get it. Something in you is a little jealous of her. She gets to tour different cities around the area, and you're stuck being a parent. Oh, fuck, dude. You're selfish, and you know this. Well, at least he knows it. She was the primary parent for the past 4 years. You know, if you ever brought this up, she would probably curse you out for the next 3 days. You can't handle that again. The last time gave you a creative block for months. Rain says they sound mutually terrible. They do. I mean, I guess that's the thing with, like, having kids before you're ready to have kids, or when you are not somebody who wanted to have kids. It's like, I guess I'm a parent now? Still, despite all of your feelings toward the situation, you still take care of Rhea like she is the queen of the world. Having a daughter is pretty cool. She likes playing video games with you and shows you all of the Big Box with your music she comes across, which is more than you thought. Big Box isn't a bad app, and it's been helping you transition to a part-time manager, only working 3 days a week. I said Popeyes. You learned some useful stuff off the app, like how to do your kid's hair. Who knew there was more to washing hair and putting a little oil on it every few days? I mean, his hair looks like he does more to it than that. Precious! Oh my god, she's adorable. Okay, so he's standing in front of the sign. How much you want to bet that it's bootlocker? Do you have video games on your phone? Nice. After being dragged around the mall, a few fidget toy purchases, and a trip to the car to drop off all of the shopping bags, you find yourself in front of the local bootlocker. Yep, okay. You think it's time for Rhea to get her first pair of Fire Force shoes. You didn't get your first pair of Forces until you were 10. You remember begging your mom for them until one day your grandma overheard and took you to the mall to get them. You miss her. You should go visit her grave soon. Mia says, "This baby!" And Rain says, "She's so precious." She is. She's adorable. The memory of getting your first pair of Forces is one of your favorite childhood memories. You want to give Rhea the same experience. Aww. I mean, is it something that's important to her? She lets go of your hand as she runs towards a display of sparkly socks. Aw, you can't help but laugh. She's your mother's child. Alice always had an eye for jewelry and things that shine in bright light. Mia says bootlocker works so well, though, right? Oh, Daddy, can I get these? You bend down to be eye level with her as she shows you the pair of socks she wants. They match a pair of shorts you just got from another store. Sure, you got an eye for fashion, Rhea. Where are you learning all of these trends from? I mean, probably Big Bok and her mom. Mommy! She showed me pictures of her when she was 5. Just like me! I want to look just like her. Rain says, Malik, this is about my nostalgia, not my child's happiness, damn it. You have to bite hard on the side of your cheek to prevent yourself from tearing up right then and there. Rhea got all the best parts of Alice. No wonder why you're so biased. Mia says, I wonder how much of Malik's unease around parenting is fear of screwing up like his dad. I'll bet at least some. I will bet. You know what else Mommy had when she was your age? What? You take her hand and lead her in the direction of the kids' mic section. Ray immediately darts over to a pair of white lows with a pink rose in the back. Oh, hey. Nice choice. Also, why the hell does a 5-year-old have access to TikTok? I mean, I don't know, like, when Velmax's nephew was probably that age, he could already, like, he would just kind of look at your phone when you were unlocking it, and he'd figure out what your code was and just, like, do stuff on your phone. You have to be very careful around him. Nice choice. Nice choice. You jump as you quickly turn around to see a man and young girl who look around the same age as Rhea. Rhea screams in excitement as she runs up to hug the other girl. Oh my goodness, he's also a papa! Oh my god! Or he could be an uncle. Who knows? Rhea! Nayeli! Oh, they're both precious. Mia says, oh my fucking god, that crop top. It is amazing. Oh, it is his daughter. Nayeli David's preschool student, Alonso's daughter. And precious! My god. Rain says, at least having your TV babysit means that someone actually curated the programming. TikTok? Lol, no. Right? The other girl hugs her back and they talk, a bit too loudly, to each other about God knows what. You tuned it out as soon as you heard Peppa Pig. Fair. Are you sure it's not Peppa Big? You realize this man is still standing in front of you, looking at the exchange with a smirk on his face. He must be her father. Mia says, I love her. And Rain says, she has a rock with a face on it. Yet the kids are fucking precious in this. Oh my god. KK's daycare center? Or, seems like the least offensive thing that Malik could say right now. Do I know you? Oh my god. I'm Nayeli's father. Our kids go to school together? Have we met before? Yeah, but it's fine. You always seem preoccupied with saying hi to the kids. They seem to love you. Yeah, they know my music from Big Bach. Why do all of these kids have access to Big Bach? Oh my god. I mean, it is Big Bach and not TikTok. Maybe it's slightly different in this universe. Why is that so embarrassing to say? It's paying your bills, but children around your daughter's age enjoying your music doesn't feel like a flex. Not the intended audience at all. Mia does a keyboard smash and says, Malik, oh no. No way! What song is it? He pulls out his phone, opening the app. Actually, what's your Big Bach? I'll find it through there. You reluctantly pull out your phone and open the app to give him your username. Because it's easier to just hand your kid the phone, I guess. Yeah, could be. They do seem like very savvy 5-year-olds. You have built up a decent following. About 1.2 million followers, damn, just from your music alone. Excuse me. The amount of followers kind of gets to you, especially since it felt like it was instantly. You're an overnight success. You're sure that's not good for your mental health. You pretend to look through your messages. Instead, you're watching his reaction. It's rare you get to see someone discovering your music for the first time. The way he smiles is almost Grinch-like. Scary. Terrifying. Oh, wow. You're really famous. I've heard a clip of your music before. Thanks. You know, I've always wanted to work with a rapper. Work with. Oh? Mia says, I'll have you know, I'm kind of a big deal with the 5 to 10-year-old demographic. Oh, you make music too? Nah. I prefer more standing, but I'm a personal trainer. I can make you have that body-yaddy-yaddy. Have your waist snatched. Right? Rain says, Malik tried so hard not to misgender Ariki and then just immediately reverts with them. Right? Isn't that a thing for women? I mean, I know gender is... Have you seen Captain America? His shit is snatched. I'm not sure if I want to look like Captain America. You don't want to be the first raptor. The first raptor. You don't want to be the first rapper to look like Captain America. Thinking. Compelling point, but you're not sure if you want to go through that process. I mean, yeah, wasn't the process with Captain America, like, being dosed by the government to make him into a super? Like, it's not great. I mean, I don't know if I want to go that far, but I wouldn't mind getting back in shape. I mean, Malik looks in pretty good shape, really. It's been a while. Here, I'll send you my number through the app. Malik is rebooting. Right? You'll probably regret this. Oh no, you won't. Look how cute Alonso is. You take this opportunity to actually look him over. He's kind of attractive in a way you can't figure out how. I mean, what do you mean you can't figure it out? Like, Alonso is gorgeous. What's to figure out? Ryan says, self-care, what's that? Yeah, Cap was injected with the secret sauce. Sexually? You can't be thinking about this. You have shoes to pick out. Alright, Rhea, do you want to try them on? God, she's precious! Oh my god, she's so happy! Yes! Okay, she actually does want the... She does actually want the shoes, so that's good. It's the wings, honey. You reach down to... He does have amazing lashes. Oh my god. You reach down to grab her size from the shelf, removing some tissue before helping her put them on. She spins around and then runs toward the nearest mirror. Her friend follows after her. They grow up so fast, huh? Tell me about it. It feels like a week ago she was just throwing up on my new bolo. Yeah, their makeup is on point. Yeah. Mia says also the process actors go through to get Hollywood bodies is notoriously brutal and not great long term. True. Very true. Rain adds, a lot of actors basically end up with eating disorders and drug issues just from the constant need to bulk or slim for roles. It's fucked up. So fucked up. Yeah. You two stand in silence, watching your respective child check out their new shoes. Maybe this dad shit is worth it. Dude. Yes, it is. Rhea is adorable. Rhea eventually gets bored and runs back towards you, grabbing the socks from your hand. Daddy, let's go. I want a pretzel. Oh, sure, let's go. You turn your attention towards Alonso, who is still preoccupied with looking through your music. Text me. We can set up a sesh. Can't wait. Enthusiastic much? But some people are just like that. One of the few things you've learned working at Popeyes. You can't wait to quit that place. Torn between wanting them to be stepsisters or future wives. God. Oh god. They could be like Dawn and Marianne in the Babysitter's Club. Sister wives. Let's not make a citrus out of this. Yeah. Okay. You probably shouldn't have given this man your number. Mia says, I wasn't going there, honest. First text was fine, and then he kept going. And snuck 3 GIFs in there. GIFs. Never change, Mia. Mia is wonderful. They were Nicki Minaj GIFs. I swear, I used to say GIFs all the time, and then somehow I switched to GIFs, and now it's really hard to switch back, but I know Rain will be mad if I say GIFs. Did you meet a Barb? So, I was thinking, I got a lot of free time this week in the evening since my assistant is leading classes. Maybe I can sneak a session or two around 8 p.m. Oh my god. Rain shouts for shame. You got that. He could have just said yes. Oh god, Malik, don't be such a dick. God, you can't stand stands. Sure, I can do Thursday. Nice, I'll put you on my schedule. And now Rain is threatening to feed me like she's scolded. My Phil's girlfriend? My friend-in-law's girlfriend? Or my first girlfriend? I'm not sure if that's a typo or just an acronym for feeding the dog from the table. It's not that bad. See you soon, puppy. What? What was that wink for? You shouldn't think about this too hard. It means nothing. It's not like you were going through his Instagram and checking him out. You absolutely were. He's nice to look at, but you can't tell if you're actually attracted to him or if you have unlearned enough internalized misogyny to admit when a man is attractive. Oh, father-in-law. Okay, thank you. My father-in-law's girlfriend for feeding the dog from the table. God. Sorry, I'm not great with the acronyms. Apparently I have a mean scold game. I made a nearly 60-year-old woman look like Max got asked a question in class. Oh no. Oh. Oh god. Oh no. I used to feed my cats from the table. Not these cats. Not these ones. But my childhood cats were spoiled as hell. And I would give them scraps. I do not give these kittens scraps. They beg enough as it is. The way you think about him is more how you think of women in lust, but not serious enough to get into a serious relationship. You have too much on your plate right now. Did you always do? Strange. Oh wow, that is quite the gym. Or studio. It's fine if it's your own pets, but if it's someone else's, fuck right off. That is a fair point. Like, if it's somebody else's pet, at least, like, ask first, like, is it okay to give this animal this food? Because, like, You don't know. Like, if somebody gave my brother's dog a scrap of food, the dog would be, like, sick for days. He's got tons of stomach issues. So, like, you gotta... You go with the person's rules about their pets. You push the thought away as you walk up the stairs to his studio. It leaves you a little more winded than you would like to admit. It's been a while since you've been to a gym, and besides the lifting you do at work, you don't really get that much exercise in. Your kids are still pretty young, but pretty big, and sometimes carrying them hurts your back. Oh no, you're not even 30 yet. Getting older sucks. Can be a lot. Aw, he looks cute in his gym clothes. The studio's nice. Judging by the expensive decor, you should have known you'd have to sign a guest book before coming in. You can tell he makes really good money. Oh god, Mia says, no straight men to go to this gym, laughing my ass off. Where do I sign up? Right? That is amazing. Vashana says, our cat Talon would get up on the back of the couch behind us when we used to eat at the couch. He would slowly slink his way onto your shoulder to try and grab your food. Gideon pulls that shit. She does that. She does that. She does all the tricks. We have never once given her food scraps. We have never once fed her from our plates, and yet she just... Like, when we're eating at the table, we have to be constantly, you know, deflecting her. Or else we have to put her in containment, because, like, she'll just go for our food all the time. And if I'm eating on the couch, she'll sometimes just kind of sneak over, like, I'm gonna sit in your lap. Oh, hey, what you got there? Although sometimes, if it's just like a snack or something and I can finish it up before she gets too nosy, then I'll end up with a cuddle out of it. She'll just be like, fuck it, whatever. Rain points out it also means that the animal will start expecting food from the table, so they'll start hounding the people who actually have to live with them. Yes. This is a pretty amazing gym. Hey, glad you could make it. Alonzo does have good arms. He reaches out a hand in greeting. You clumsily adjust your bag to extend your own. Who handshakes these days? I do. I mean, not now. Not now that the pandemic is on, but like, before the pandemic I did. He says the fun part was waiting until he worked his way all the way to the arm of your chair, and then yelling his name. Oh god. It was time to get in shape. Is this entire room yours? Right, says, let me guess, cat rocket skyward? Mia says 100%. Yeah, gave it to me as a promotion. Now I run my classes and private sessions here with a few assistants. Nice, congrats, man. It's pretty sweet. You wouldn't mind coming here often. I bet you wouldn't. Oh, Rain says, upsides of rescuing an older dog. Tinker is already trained not to expect food from the table. She just lays on the couch and gives us the eyes. Yeah. For me, like, it's less the eyes because my kittens have beautiful eyes, but they are also terrifying. Like, they will stare right through you, like, pierce right through your soul with their cute little eyes. So it's not so much the begging eyes, but like Gideon, when she cries, it is like the exact frequency that it takes to break my heart. So yeah, like her little meows and yelps and yips and cries and whatever, just her trills. Wait, is that a Nicki Minaj mural behind you? Okay. That is pretty amazing. It says, I am well trained at resisting the puppy dog eyes from growing up with a dog. I have very little resistance. I won't say I have no resistance, but I have very little resistance. You turn around to look up above the mirrors. A painted Nicki Minaj mural covering the upper walls. Jesus Christ. I mean, it looks like a pretty amazing mural, really. One dedicated stan. Oh, right, I should save. How do I save again? I mean, I'm definitely not going with, yeah, no, I can't stay here. What is that? What? He follows your gaze and laughs. Okay, let's go. There we go. Mia says, the mural! No straights allowed! And Rain says, oh no, your masculinity! Okay. He follows your gaze and laughs. What? First of all, it's Nicki. Her songs, gospel. Jesus is shaking in her grave. Come on now, honey. This is the Christ of Saint Minaj of the Cross. Get fit knowing you is blessed. Or, get fit knowing you is blessed. There we go. Alright. A bunch of my besties and I wanted to show some appreciation for the queen herself. Took forever. Who knew painting was so hard? I mean, you folks did a great job. My homegirl Jasmine drew all of it, though. She's talented as fuck. Did he just speak in emojis? Why does he talk like that? How old is... No, you're not getting into this. It looks... Looking at it, it doesn't look bad. It's pretty good. Maybe you should ask for her number. You need some album art that doesn't look like a recolor of an anime character. It looks cool. Might have to cop Jasmine's number if she's this good with it. So, anyways, you kind of gesture, not sure what to ask. You honestly can't remember what you agreed to do with him. Wait. So, we're going to start with some stretching. I set up a mat for you. Pink mat. Alright. Do you stretch often? I don't even know the last time I stretched. Alright, I'll go easy on you. He moves to his own mat, cracking his knuckles before moving to touch his toes. Malik, what does emoji mean? I don't speak bottom. Are you sure Malik doesn't speak bottom, though? Are you sure? You attempt to mimic him, but... Damn. Oh, he's sweating already. That shit hurts. It has been a while since you've properly stretched, but you didn't think it would be that bad. You sort of get stuck, your arms dangling in front of you as your back just kind of prevents you from standing up. You kind of just swing there until you feel a hand on your back. I got you. Here, just spread your legs a little. He helps you slowly stand up, hand on your back, supporting you the entire time. You feel something. Rain says he's not fluent. He grew up divorced from his own culture. Poor guy. Mia says Malik is 100% about to bottom in this episode. He smells good. like he's wearing perfume. Whatever it is, it smells nice, and brings you a sense of comfort. No wonder why he has this studio. He's good at what he does. Yep, bet Alonso is. He moves you to different positions, standing close enough that you can almost hear his own heartbeat, or maybe that's your own. He's so close, and you're really trying your hardest not to think too hard about it. Yay! Oh my god. Amazing. Oh, there's other people there. Dang. Looks like a good stretch. Rain says, "Really, Malik? You're gonna have a sexuality crisis right here in front of St. Nicky?" You don't realize you're holding your breath before you find yourself collapsing on the floor, rolling onto your back as you suck in a deep breath, trying to regain your composure. This sucks. Malik? You good? You're still trying to catch your breath, but you sort of give him a weak thumbs up. If you were still keeping score, this would be a point for him. Ooh, so are you not giving score anymore? Oh, no. You can't believe you took an L this bad. I mean, that does sound like you are kind of keeping score. After a few moments, you slowly sit up and get back onto your feet, wiping your forehead in dramatics. It's just that face, lol. Yeah. Oh, I love how expressive Alonso is. So, where were we? The evening is filled with some awkward stretching, too many Nicki Minaj songs, but you will admit, some of it is good. And a workout that leaves you sweating a bit more than you would like to admit. It's a shame they didn't, like, add in, you know, pit stains and just, like, sweat all over. Well, that wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. Oh, I'll bet it isn't. Fuck, I'm going to feel this tomorrow. Yeah, you are. Gonna get that delayed onset muscle soreness. You'll get used to it. Make sure to take a hot shower when you get home. It'll loosen up those muscles. Will do. So, next week? You want to come back and do that again? You looked uncomfortable. Yeah? I'm sure I'll get used to this in a few weeks. Gotta have the rapper look. Rhea's getting heavier and heavier each day. Yeah, she's a growing child. You let out a laugh, grabbing your bag and heading out. Thanks, man. See you around. Wait, do you want to smoke? We can hotbox my car. I'm kind of sweaty, but as long as I have the aux. Fine. He looks pissed about that. Weekly workouts aren't nearly enough, Malik. Yeah, I'm assuming he's charging for this, right? Like, it's his job. And it seems like he, you know, is high-end. I imagine he gets, or they get paid quite a lot. I missed the pronouns for this one, unfortunately. Where is there? No. He rolls his eyes, but ultimately follows after you and leads you to his car. It's a nice one. There isn't a car seat, so you're assuming this isn't his family car. He unlocks the door and quickly opens it for you. Thanks, man. But I'm a ladies' man, mostly. Alonso uses they, them. Thank you, Rain. Mostly. Yeah. I've had some experiences lately, but I don't know. He lights up as soon as he passes you the aux. You put on some Missy Elliott, probably a good medium for the both of you. As hot as you are, I don't fuck straight dudes who are questioning their sexuality. Unless... Oh, Denny says Alonso is he, him. Okay. And welcome back, Danny. Oh, the splash said they, them. Oh. What? No, I don't want to experiment. I don't think I'm ready. I still need to figure it out. Babe, there's nothing to figure out. You're either into dudes, or you're not. It's simple. Ain't nothing wrong with liking men, and the sooner you figure that out, the better. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with liking men? Did I say there was something wrong with liking men? Why else are you confused? He could be the kind of guy who's like, there's nothing wrong with being gay, as long as it's not me. You've spent most of your life around people telling you liking men is bad, sinful. The people in church frowned at the mere idea of it. Growing up, your friends would call things they didn't like gay, and throw around homophobic slurs for fun. But the hate never made sense to you. You never chimed in, yet you didn't speak up. Oh, right, yeah, the cast section does have that. Let me... I can actually look at the thing. Oh, yeah. Alonso, he, him. Alright, cool. Rain says, I guess my imagination conjured up some pronouns. I could see it. You know. He or they would work well, but he, him it is. You try to convince yourself that you didn't know better, and you didn't. But something about this makes you feel like you should be guilty. You can't dwell on this while getting smoked out by the man who had his hand on your ass not even an hour ago. Well, when you figure it out, I get it. All of my life I've been taught being gay is bad, but it really isn't. Right? Duh. That's what I just told you. It's okay to like men. It's okay to like men. It's okay to like men. Yeah. Now take this joint. Oh. Too good for a wood? Ew, no, they're nasty. Disgusting aftertaste. He has a point, but you've gotten used to them by now. It's been years. Alright, you got me there. I gotta think about this more. Don't think too hard. You'll psych yourself out. Just follow your heart, Poppy. You laugh as you finish up, listening to Missy for the next hour before deciding you need to head home. Right, says Malik's single neuron firing. Sometimes it takes folks a while. You don't sleep much that night. Your mind learning and unlearning new things about yourself. It's going to take a while, but maybe, eventually, one day, you'll admit to yourself your true feelings. Fighting the bisexual allegations. He looks in good shape, honestly. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Isabelle. Let's go for it. Someone teach him about compet and watch his brain explode. Okay. There's a lot in this world that you can't do on your own. He says, I guess that's the good ending? I mean, I guess the bad ending would be if you looked at the Nicki Minaj mural and was like, no. So I guess walking out would be the bad ending, probably. Rain says, oh, she looks great. She can do so much better than him. Yeah. Probably. You find yourself in front of your Popeyes around 10 a.m. It's dark outside, despite the fact that it's the middle of June. The clouds overshadow your store as you fumble for your keys. It looks like it might rain, which already puts a damper on your mood. I hate the rain. You always find yourself thinking of your girlfriend, or, more accurately, your ex-girlfriend, the ex who made you into the person you are now. Oh, Malik. You made yourself into the person you are now. Also your dad. Yeah. Or, well, at least according to your latest mixtape. Oh my god. What? Ever since your music started popping off on Big Bok, you feel on top of the world. Record labels are flooding your DMs. Damn, alright. You were always meant for fame, and the women trying to slide into your Instagram DMs is pretty good on your confidence. You pull out your phone, notifications booming, something you're not used to yet. So many people want to talk to you, pursue you, and actually care about your craft. It's weird. You've been waiting for this for years, and now that it's finally happening, it feels weird. But you feel on top of the world. What can you say? It's the Sagittarius in you. It's around noon when you come out of your back office to make sure people aren't fucking around in the front. Business per usual. The bar on the other side of the building has its usual day drinkers, while the restaurant is still top tier. It's got a 3-star rating for a reason. You can't wait to quit this place for good. A woman around your age walks into the main entrance, looking a bit unsure of which direction she wants to go. You catch her eye, and her loud appearance fills the room with the energy of a high school musical. And that isn't a good thing. Dude. She ultimately decides to come to your fine establishment first, and you have to pretend you weren't watching her from the moment she opened the door. So I'm thinking I want to drown some dry biscuits with a shot of tequila. Nice to know you don't drink much. Yeah, not much of a drinker. I dabble more in the cool drug scene. Nothing crazy, just the shit growing from the earth. You look her over, even though she's not quite your type. Still, a man would never turn away a plate of fresh fruit. Dude, what is your deal? Oh my god. So, what can I get for you? It's Tuesday. We've got a special. 2 wings, fries, and a biscuit for $3. Well, doesn't sound bad. $3? Damn, that's a steal. At theater camp, they give the counselors a discount, but I'm really over those dry sandwiches. Vashana loves her hair. Yeah, that's great. I like her drama, the theater faces tattooed on her arms. I bet they got y'all with those dry-ass turkey and ham sandwiches with expired mayo and mustard. I knew the mustard was expired! Mustard isn't supposed to be spicy. Dijon mustard is spicy. Really? I can't really handle spicy food. My abuela makes fun of me for it all the time. Okay. Abuela, ¿eres Latina? Oh, I don't speak much Spanish. I mean, I do, but my Spanish is pretty ugly, so I try not to speak too much of it. Every time I do, people always have something to say. Rain says she has big theater energy, and I love her so much. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. There isn't any judgment here. I hardly speak English. You both share a laugh, and the way she laughs is loud. Louder than you expected. So loud that it fills the room. I mean, she's theater. She's projecting. It somehow feels warmer in the restaurant. Or maybe that's just you. Maybe it's just her being hot. You like your women hot enough to heat you up. That sounds stupid, but it could be a bar at some point in the near future. You make a mental note of it. The woman is quiet for a moment, realizing that everyone in the room is staring at her, and it seems to only push her into even more performativity. Maybe she's an actress, or maybe she's just a theater kid who never grew out of it. You realize you never got her name. I mean, you usually don't in food service, right? I mean, I guess when I worked at the coffee shop, I did learn most people's names. Name's Malik, the manager of this 3-star establishment. She lets out another loud laugh, this time a bit shorter. It sounds like you caught her off guard. Isabelle, but everyone calls me Isa, and I'm the greatest singer on the East Coast. She has some pipes on her, you can't lie. I feel like I should be doing a bigger voice for her, I just can't think of one. The singing is a bit of a distraction to the other customers. But you're the manager today, and you don't really give a shit. You don't get paid $21.50 an hour to block yourself from getting some pussy. Oh my god, Malik. My dude. Let's see. Singing, so like you musical and shit. Or can you sing for me? Maybe in a few hours after I get out of work? I mean, this is definitely, like, the smooth line. Maybe too smooth, though. What do folks think? Singing, so like, you musical and shit. Or, can you sing for me? Maybe in a few hours after I get out of work? It feels like it might be coming on too strong. I love how colorful her whole look is. The hair is amazing. I do love theater kids. And my little bear. What a sleepy boy. I don't know if I have a big enough personality to do a good voice for her. Kind of feel like I should be challenging the energy I brought to, oh god, was it Frog Detective 2? That had the character who was, like, singing every line. That was such a pain in the ass to do, though. Oh, god. Now I want chicken fingers. Channel your inner Rachel. Alright, well that sounds like a vote for Can You Sing for Me maybe in a few hours after I get out of work. Or unless that's Rachel for the drama. Rachel can be pretty over the top. She doesn't really sing, though, that we saw in Before the Storm. I feel like if Rachel could sing, like, well, that she would have. Like, that would be part of her thing. She would be not just a theater kid, but, like, a musical theater kid. So I'm assuming that singing is one of the very few things that Rachel Amber is not great at. Alright. Fuck it. Both. It's for both. Okay. Alright, let's just go with this one. That sounds good. Can you sing for me? Maybe in a few hours after I get out of work? Oh, she didn't like that. Oh, Isabelle rolls her eyes, and you can tell you hit a nerve. You should apologize. Damn it! Hey, sorry. Was that rude? You both have been, you have been getting better at apologizing and realizing how much of a man you are being. Ever since what happened with Yolanda, you've been a little more careful with how you treat people. Oh, good. Rachel totally had a musical space, and she tries to get Chloe to sing as much as possible because she actually has a great voice. I mean, Ashley Birch can sing. Like, she's not, like, Hannah Tell levels of singing, but, like, she can carry a tune. So, like, I could see it. I think they should have had more singing in Life is Strange. Like, you've got Hannah Tell, she can sing. And you've got Ashley Birch, who can also kind of sing. Like, I enjoyed that one song I heard her sing one time in one video. Her sobs still echo in your ears. Her anguish keeps you up every night. Dang. It's fine. I'm sure you didn't mean it like that. Singing? So, like, you do musicals and shit? Her face instantly lights up, like you hit a nerve in the most sensitive part of her body. Not sexually, you mean. Although it wouldn't be hard to hit that nerve, too. After all, you've been known to be a man of many talents. Oh my god, Malik. Dude. Yeah, musicals. I do musicals. I run theater camps and perform on the weekends at the theater nearby. Oh god. Bellicalisis? Oh, I have butchered that one, I'm sorry. The one with the giant bird statue in front? Yeah, that one. I can't believe you know the name. Most people just call it the Bird Place. Oh yeah, I performed there a couple of times. You're a performer too? Oh, what kind of things do you perform? You don't even hesitate to tell her. It feels like you're destined to answer this question. I rap in my spare time. Well, I guess main time. My career is really taking off. Oh shit, you're famous? I have to listen to your stuff one day. I'm not super into rap. I'm more of a show tunes person, but I'm always willing to try new things. Oh shit, yeah. Despite your fame, it is still a bit of a surprise when people want to hear your music. You need to get used to it. It's part of the job. So I don't have a copy on me today. What? But, if you give me your number, I can send you a link to my BoundCloud so you can take a listen. Oh, fuck yes! Here. And apologies for me, like, projectile spitting towards the camera. I'm sure it's going to happen a lot when I try to do big voice. She reaches into her purse to grab her phone, unlocking it before handing it over to you. Her phone has some kind of theater case on it. Typical. I mean, it looks like sheet music. It's a pretty cool case, actually. Foshana says, okay, I really like her. Yeah, she's great. So far, like, all of the love interests have been fantastic. Save your number and text yourself so you can have mine. Yeah, I will. Hey, order whatever you want. It's on me. I guess you can get a manager's discount. Anything for a future fan. Rain says, Issa, everyone knows that you have a thing for show tunes from 100 yards away. Yeah. Oh, I miss hanging out with theater kids. Hi, baby bear. You stretchy boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. Really? Anything for a pretty lady like you. Oh my god, dude. All of the love interests could do so much better than Malik. Yeah. She blushes. Oh god, they're all so precious when they blush. I love it. I love it. Cute. You would give yourself a point for this, but you have decided that giving yourself a point for your personal wins isn't the most mature thing to do. Alright, there's a little bit of growth. She orders and you give her a tray, throwing in some extra fries and a pie for her. You're not above giving free food, no matter how much corporate breathes down your neck for it. Unfortunately, as soon as you dropped off her tray, the restaurant started getting busy, and you were busy arguing with a woman over the price of chicken wings. You don't control the price, and if it wasn't for your pride, you would have let it go. But she made fun of your hair, and you took it personally. Why would you make fun of his hair? His hair's gorgeous. He's got great hair. Yeah, you worked hard on your hair. It's your pride and joy. The biggest aspect of your personality. I wouldn't go that far. It might be the best aspect of your personality, but I don't know about it being the biggest. Marine says, oh look, character growth! By the end of your shift, you're exhausted, but at least you don't have the kids tonight. Your mother is taking them for the week as you transition from this job to your new one. She still doesn't believe your music is picking up. You'll show her one day. You don't text the girl you met until a little while after the end of your shift. $5 says she's a white lady. Yeah, that was my first thought. It's like, oh, you made fun of his hair? Yeah. Definitely a white lady. You don't want to seem too eager about it, so after a bit of fretting, you settle on not sending a bound cloud link as your first text. You stand in the middle of your office, figuring out what makes a good first text to a gorgeous woman. You could flirt. That always gets you laid. But is pussy all you really want from her? The phone in your hand dims as you try to figure out what you really want. It has been a while since you've gotten laid, but you shouldn't be approaching women with the promise to get laid. You've learned a lot about your approach to women in the past year, and hurting another one is the last thing you want. Fine. Keep it casual. You can do that. Hey, it's Malik from Popeyes. This is Issa, right? Or was I just catfished in real life? Catfished IRL? That don't make no damn sense, lol. Oh my god, Malik, you're trying too hard. Oh dear. An hour or so passes and you busy yourself with flicking through social media and deleting hate messages from your comments. Getting viral on BigBok is a blessing and a curse. Alright, says you want a duet, my guy. That is an excellent point. She can sing. Oh good, she wasn't ignoring him. Oh no, it's me, Issa. Sorry, I was in the shower. Oh, don't bother with that. Oh, without me shit. I'm not with it. Yeah, good on you. Anyway, send that link over! Oh good, Little Bear's still sleeping, even though I'm shouting. Nice. Awaiting the collab. It takes another hour or so for her to reply again. You're nervous. Really nervous. Why are you so nervous about the approval of a woman you met 8 hours ago? 'Cause she's gorgeous. I eat the coochie up, it's a coochie feast. Oh my god, I bet you do. The coochie follow me, I'm the coochie king. Got coochie in my heart, I'm the coochie being. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I looked on YouTube, on the ValiDate YouTube channel, and there is one of Malik's song that's Coochie Band, so I'm assuming this is her just texting him all the lyrics to his song. R.I.P. to you brothers, but I'm different. Oh my god. She recites some of your lyrics. You might be in love with this girl. No, you're not. So you're a rapper now. Rain says she's roasting him. I love her. Those are your lyrics. I would never say the N-word in my music. You know, I would let you say it around me. I would never. Laughing my fucking ass off. It was just a test. It wasn't the test. It wasn't a test, but she doesn't need to know that. Anyways, I would love to hear you rap in person. Maybe we can do a little collab or something. Oh my god. Yes, please. Oh god, the stars in her eyes. Little, oops, caught myself in rap mode. Oh god. Oh, you be recording? That's crazy. Yeah, I record in the studio with some of my friends. I can get us a spot whenever, just say the word. Ooh, that's a good contact. Shit, I didn't know you were on it like that. Hey, maybe we should hang out a bit more before we head to the stew. How about I take you somewhere nice? Fuck yes! Aw, she's great. I'm free, I think, on Thursday. How about I meet you at Pink Lobster at, like, 8? Oh, so it's not Bed Lobster? Because that would have been pretty good, too. Sure, why not? See you then! You tuck your phone in your back pocket before tidying up and heading out. You got music to work on. Prospects are in your DMs, and you need to get started. Pink Lobster. Pink Lobster isn't somewhere you typically find yourself. You don't have much of a taste for American seafood. Maybe it was the bougie atmosphere. Maybe it was the memory of your father preaching to you that American seafood was poisoned by the white man to make black people stay in poverty. It says, Issa is great. I absolutely love her. Yeah, she's amazing. Looking back on that, it really made no sense. But also, maybe it did. Oh no, we've got more of the conspiracy theories. Just double check on Issa's pronouns. By the way, I don't remember if I put the website in the description for the video, but it's just validategame.com. So if you want to check it out, go for it. Cast Isabelle. She, her. Alright, cool. Mia's into Pink Lobster. You've never had a crab leg in your life, and you're doing well enough to support yourself with your music. Not to mention the 2 child support checks you have to take care of every month. With your music popping, paying bills has been a lot easier, and you really can't thank whatever higher power is looking out for you enough. Pink Lobster is somewhere you can't make a reservation to, which is a fucking joke. A high-end seafood chain doesn't allow reservations? What kind of bullshit is that? How are you supposed to impress a girl you might eventually want to wife up if you have to wait in line to get a booth in the back of the restaurant? You attempt to push the nerves away for a moment as you see her approach the restaurant. You check your breath to make sure you don't need to shove another couple Tic Tacs under your under your tongue. Huh. Rain says there's a grain of truth to what his dad said. Lobster was originally fed to slaves and servants because nobody else wanted to eat it. But it's highly nutritious. What? Where? That is something I have never heard of before. In your distraction, you don't realize she's right in front of you until you hear her laugh. I mean, she seems hard to miss. Like, she is pretty colorful. Need a mint? You know we're about to eat some cheddar biscuits, right? Not Red Lobster is high-end? Yeah, maybe Pink Lobster is fancier than Red Lobster. She hugs you, and the hug feels natural and warm. She does look like a fantastic hugger. She looks like she would give such, like, all-encompassing hugs. She also looks like she would probably, like, smell really good, too. Like, she would wear something really, kind of, like, earthy and nice. It lingers a bit longer than a normal hug would. Maybe you both refuse to let go, but all you know is that the feel of her heartbeat against your chest is something you haven't felt in a while. I'm not kidding, the lobster was gentrified. Huh. Wow. That is fascinating. Hooks up for you typically don't end in cuddling. The girl typically leaves or you dip out in the middle of the night. Mia says, as an avid Pink Lobster consumer, it is absolutely not a reservation type place. Yeah, I don't really do seafood, so just for whatever reason, just not into it. So I wouldn't know. Those biscuits are life-changing, though. I have heard good things about the biscuits. Maybe that's your fault. Yeah, it's probably your fault, dude. It is your fault. He's growing a bit. Nah, we good. We? Nah, I just meant we as in me. I'm good. She cocks her head slightly at you. She'll get used to your lingo eventually. The two of you enter the restaurant, and thankfully there isn't much of a wait. You're quiet as you observe the menu for longer than you should have, shooing away the waiter a few more times than you normally would. Oh, wow. Rain says it wasn't even rationed in World War II because of how low demand was. Wow, dang. Mia says it's like the Applebee's of seafood. Okay, that makes sense. Applebee's I have done. Not a long time though. Like between the pandemic and then also we've got a skillet, and Velmax makes really good steaks on the skillet, and it's like, even though buying steak is expensive, like if you can get it on sale at like Stop and Shop, you can get for like, you know, $5 or something better steaks than you can get at Applebee's for like $16. They were called the cockroaches of the sea. Dang. How did you find all this out? This is fascinating. Never been here before? Ooh, I don't really eat seafood, or I want to buy the entire menu. I mean, I guess be honest, right? Like, he doesn't really eat seafood. Honesty seems like the right thing. Let's go with that. Let's try honesty. No, I really don't eat much American seafood. Me going back in time to snap up cheap lobster 11/22/63 style. Oh my god. My dad didn't really let us when we were younger, and I never grew out of it. Oh shit! Okay, so I can help you. My friends and I come here all the time after shows. Okay, I believe that. Like, if it's an Applebee's-ish, but seafood, kind of thing, like, go there after shows to chill and load up on food. Between the war and being easily transported so they could be served on trains fresh, they started spreading and it became seen as an almost exotic dish, which led to overfishing. Food history is wild. I'll bet. That's one thing I've always, like, since I went to undergrad and, like, had to take art history classes, it's like, oh my god, they left out so many important parts of history in, like, high school, junior high, all of that. Like, all the history classes were taught in a really boring way, just focusing on dates and, like, wars and governments, and not really talking about, like, cultures and, like, the more specific histories, which are the ones I find more interesting, like food history, like film history, like art history, like comics history is fucking fascinating. That is my specific wheelhouse of nerdery. Like all of those different music history, all of them are really interesting and really important. Like, none of it happens in a vacuum. It's all related. It all talks to each other. Why don't we teach more different aspects of history younger, and then maybe people would be more interested in history if they can tie it to things that are relevant to them, like things that they personally are interested in, like music, like movies, like books. Rand says there's a whole cycle of food being seen as for poor people, which led to the people who had to eat it having to figure out ways to make it palatable and even tasty, which makes the rich take note, which leads to the gentrification of food. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. That's, I mean, kind of what happens with, like, areas, too, right? Like, why you get gentrified areas, because, like, it's affordable housing, people have to live there, so they make it, you know, they do stuff to make the area more interesting, and then rich people are like, oh, this area is interesting now, let's move here. It's so cheap. She looks focused, and the glint of the menu through her glasses somewhat calms down the nerves you didn't even notice you had. Your shoulders relax as you lean back in your seat. So, how about the ultimate grab fest? We could share. Chicken wings, lobster, brisket, etc. Yeah, because the point of history class in school is to teach you the official narratives that the state wants kids to internalize. Yeah. It comes with like 4 sides, and we could just eat off each other's plates. Yeah, that sounds cool. She calls over the waiter, ordering for the both of you. She's got more than enough confidence for you two to share, even though you typically have the energy of a broke man asking a porn star for free nudes. Jesus. Yeah, he could definitely use somebody with a lot of confidence, because, like, Malik does have confidence, but in, like, the worst things. He needs a hype person, now that his music is going places. Huh. Especially in places that teach the lost cause myth. History class is more mythology and propaganda class. Yeah. 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 Something about her, though. It just sucks the self-assurance out of you like a vacuum, and you find yourself floundering for a way to continue the conversation. At the very least, maybe you can convince her you're not just some boring guy who works at Popeyes. I mean, I think she already doesn't think of you that way. Maybe it's because you're used to women not having a lot of confidence. You're used to being the voice of wisdom and choice in the past. You're used to having authority in your home, calling the shots and all that. You could probably use a bit of a break from that. Is that a bad thing? Always going after women who don't try to speak for themselves? Women who you know will listen to everything you say, no matter how stupid it is? I mean, Alice definitely does not seem that type. Ooh, Mia points out, oh my god, Rhea would love her. I bet she would. Oh my god. Is that why you have 2 kids you hardly see? Is that why you've had the same job for nearly 5 years with no plans for moving on with your life until now? Alice was different. She talked back to you. She never took your shit. Most importantly, she challenged you. She challenged you to be a better you. Ever since her career took off, you haven't had anyone challenge you the way she did. Rhea, Auntie Isa! Yeah. You miss her. You wish things were different. It takes you a moment to pull yourself back to reality. You snap back to the woman in front of you to find she's been staring at you through those gray glasses perched on her nose. Hello, Earth to Malik? Oh, shit. Sorry. I was too lost in your eyes. You were too lost thinking about your ex, dude. Be honest. You're so beautiful, queen. I mean, that is true. Isabelle nearly rolls her eyes to the back of her head. Despite that, there is a small smirk on her lips. Whew, thank God you didn't blow that one. I was asking about your rap life. When did you start, doing it? Mia says, Malik has literally not dated anyone who takes his shit this whole game. It's true, but he also hasn't really, dated anyone since the start of this. Like, he had a date with Yolanda, and, Malik, he basically just harassed, and Alonso, he just kind of went and worked out with him. Like, he hasn't had a relationship. Malik is trying too hard. He really is. I don't think he needs to try that hard. It was back in high school. Me and my friends would just cut class to go to this guy's house down the street. He was some retired DJ, but always played beats loud enough to be heard from the classrooms. Dope guy. He smoked us out sometimes. We would stay there for hours, freestyling and shit. You cut class too? God, I hated high school. Ain't we all? Why'd you skip school? Well, I don't know if you would count it as skipping school. We were still technically in the school, just not in class. Rain says Malik has gotten 1 kiss and a whole lot of rejection. I think he kissed Yolanda too. I'm pretty sure he kissed Yolanda before getting rejected. But yeah, he's got a couple of smooches and a whole lot of rejection. So you were a fake rebel, huh? Aw, dude. No, I was bad as hell. We were just in the theater room all the time. Practicing for plays outside of school, watching musicals, theater stuff. I don't, if we're being real. Tell me something about theater life. I missed that because I clicked too fast. So, theater life was just, it was so awesome. God, okay, never mind. I loved high school, actually. Oh. I got to do what I loved and didn't have to worry about paying bills. I was a choir director for the musicals. But I starred in a lot of them. Typically had the main role, but sometimes I gave it to someone else. You know, there aren't that many humble people in the theater. Everyone is like, me, me, me. And if they don't, and they don't really realize that for theater to work, people have to, like, collaborate. Unlike rap, it's kind of just a solo thing, right? I mean, it can be. I've done some collabs with my friends, and that was cool or whatever. Oh, good. Mia's keeping score. He did kiss Yolanda, and 2 from Arihi. That's right. Yeah, because he kissed Arihi, and then Arihi also kissed him, like, a few seconds later. Right. But sometimes it's a relationship between the producer and the rapper. I make my own beats nowadays. I tried to make music once. Didn't go all that well. Yeah, I get it. I do more of the behind-the-scenes shit. Aw. Rand says, honestly, I dated a few women like Issa. I loved it so much. They can just regale you with awesome stories for hours. It's enthralling. Yeah, she's a lot more like the friends I had in high school. Like, I wasn't a theater kid because stage fright. Like, I was in 1 or 2 plays as, like, a bit part. I always wanted to do stuff, but, like, I just was not cut out for the stage. Horrible, horrible stage fright. Shocking with my anxiety. But yeah, my best friends in high school were the theater kids, and they were amazing. And like a few theater kid friends in college too, but not as many because the theater department where I went to college is actually like really, really good. Like has produced some notable actors and stuff. So they were just busy as hell all the time. So it was a little more divided. I was mostly with the art kids because we were busy all the time with art stuff. And they were busy all the time with theater stuff. But, like, we'd mix a bit in, like, the queer club and stuff. They were fun, too. I write all my raps, no influence from anyone. Well, I guess the women I interact with are my muse. Oh my god, dude. Oh, so does that mean I'll be in one of your songs? We'll see. A rap singing duo would be good for your debut album. She's pretty good from the little singing you heard. I was serious about that collab. I would love for you to be in one of my shows. I don't do free gigs. There better be moolah attached. I mean, maybe. Or I could pay you in something better. I don't think she means sex. I mean, she might. She might. But, like... Sex already? Are you that good? Has your game really been that good? You can't bed me that easily. Oh my god, he's so cocky. Yes, you can. Huh? Oh, gross. No, I meant free tickets to our shows. Yeah. I could give you a summer pass. Thank you, Issa. Ooh. Ryan says, hey Ghost, remind me to share with you the story about the story about the stage team and the makeshift table saws. Oh god. Oh no, I hope it doesn't end with any missing fingers. I swear to god, she says exposure. He's got plenty of exposure. Shit, that sounds even better than some pussy. Oh my god, dude. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But you guess you can take one of your new girlfriends there. The theater types are typically the freaky ones. Oh my god. Or so you've heard. Dude. Mia says, rejected! I mean... You see the slight color change in her skin. Even though you're across the table, you can still feel the heat radiate from her cheeks. You smirk, reaching over to rest your hand beside her own. Grabbing it would be too forward, and you really don't want any attention on you. You're seated near the back of the restaurant for a reason. She rests her hand on top of yours for a moment, messing with your fingers. Rain screams, did he just say that out loud? He does not seem to have much of internal... Oh, I am very much in the sun, sorry. Let me see if I can change my angle a little bit to be less in the sunbeam. If you want the freaky ones, go to Bible study. Is this better? We'll see. Okay. She rests her hand on top of yours for a moment, messing with your fingers. Suddenly, you feel your heart in your throat, unsure of how to form words. Thankfully, the waiter returns with your food and she lets your hand go. Alright, is that... It's not my usual time of day, so I have to figure out the angles. That's not terrible. Alright. Probably good enough that I'm not completely blasted out by the sun. There's a sense of vulnerability you haven't felt in years. You're not sure how you feel about it. Here, let me do the honors. Gotta keep that gamer complexion up. Oh, God. Yeah, my streaming setup is, as I'm sure you can tell, not ideal. Oh God, looks like there's a pretty bad fight going on over here. Oh, she cracking the seafood for him. You watch her as she cleans her hands with a little towelette before taking a crab leg and using a tool that honestly looks like it belongs in a toolbox to crack it open. She offers the meat inside the leg to you. Here, you eat the inside meat, not the shell. Well, I'm sure people can eat the shell, but I wouldn't. Oh, also you can, like, dunk it in butter and sauces like hot sauce. This isn't really the place for good crab. I have to take you to a real seafood spot. You lean over and take a bite, chewing it and trying to figure out if you really like the taste. It's not terrible. It tastes as if chicken was raised underwater. Not bad. You're quiet as you eat, sitting back and letting her ramble on about her theater life. It's sort of hard to listen while you're still trying to pick apart your feelings about the food in front of you. It takes a while before the table is filled with crab shells and you finally lean back, actually tuning into whatever she's been saying. Oh my God, dude. Mia says the art in this game is incredible. It really is. It's lovely. Theater is just hard, and people don't understand. Like, I've been working on a script for the longest time, and I hardly have time to work on it these days because I'm directing and teaching young kids how to act. Oh my God, she must be such a fun theater teacher. Like, I love my job. I do, but I wish I could maybe not do my job, just do my own thing and have the money to support myself. I get that, or did get that. This music shit is picking up. Soon I'll be making Travis Scott money because of Big Bach. But the journey to get here took a minute. She nods, looking away for a moment before letting out a long sigh. Being a creative is hard. It's hard, and no one understands. Her attention darts to the crab shells filling up the plate between you two. You want to say something to help reassure her, but you can't. You don't think you can comfort someone yet. Wait. Why can't you? You've spent the past year finding yourself, figuring out why you are the way you are. The root of your problems are yourself. You have to decide if you want to comfort her or not. If you don't, it'll weigh on your conscience for the rest of the evening, and you can't have another Yolanda in your spirit. Ooh. Rain says, hey Malik, ask her if she'll teach Rhea for free in exchange for you being in her plays. Yeah. Rhea seems like she'd be great. Yeah. You should comfort her. You comfort her the best way you know how. Please don't be... no! Flirt. Of course it's flirt. Dude. You wipe your hands clean, reaching over to tilt her head up to look at you. Oh my god, dude. How about we get out of here? You're thankful to yourself that you bought gas on your way here. Your car isn't shitty. You try to keep it in pristine condition in case you bag a rich girl. Oh my god. The last thing you want is for some girl to bail on you just because she thinks you're broke. Besides, you're about to get a new one as soon as the check clears. You've had your eye on the new Lincoln Nautilus. You decide you could splurge a little and pay for the check, leaving a rather generous tip. You know ladies love when a man is generous. Oh my god, dude. Like, you've had some growth. You haven't grown all the way yet. Oh my god. It's quiet as you pull up to her house, the sound of old school hip-hop filling the silence. It isn't awkward, just peaceful. There's none of the stilted post-date energy, just the two of you enjoying each other's company. This is new for you, being so comfortable with someone you just met. You turn off your engine and the sounds of apartments and distant police sirens filter through underneath the music. So, here we are. Yeah, here we are. Do you live alone? The question takes you by surprise, but you reach into your pocket to pull out your phone. You realize that you haven't touched it all night. A multitude of notifications are shown across your lock screen, but you can't be bothered to deal with them right now. You nod in answer to her question, glancing over at her with a raised eyebrow. Her brain says, Malik, no, Malik, stop. And even if they don't date, I hope they stay friends. Yeah. You want to fuck on the first night? I thought that was against theater code. Fuck. No. I mean, maybe. I just don't want to deal with my family tonight. It's been such a good night. I don't want that to be over just yet. Oh yeah, that ain't a problem. I'm sure I got a spare toothbrush for you to borrow, and you can take my bed. You're so thankful you cleaned your place earlier that day. Bringing someone home to a dirty room is never a good look. God, thank you. She reaches into her purse, pulling out a small sandwich bag filled with what looks to be neatly rolled joints. Well, it's handy that everybody smokes in this. You're shocked for a second before you remember she's a theater girl. Want to smoke? You could kiss this girl right here if you didn't think her family might be looking. Where have you been all my life? Isabelle laughs, lighting up as you pull off in the direction of your apartment. You don't even realize how close she lives to you. Before you know it, your apartment complex comes into view and you pass her back the joint. You hop out of the car, running over to open the door for her. It's the least you can do. After all, she is smoking you out. Hell, you even go the extra mile, bending down to let her climb onto your back. What? That is more than an extra mile, dude. Like, just because you can lift a 5-year-old doesn't mean you can lift a grown adult. Oh my god, dude. I mean, maybe he's still been working out with Alonzo. Your ride awaits. You don't have to do all that. I can walk. You're my queen of the evening. It's my duty to serve you. With a roll of her eyes, she moves her glasses to her forehead and climbs onto your back. Oh my god. Once you've got her steady, she holds onto your shoulders in an attempt to not drop the joint. Oh my god. Oof, that's cleaner than you remember it being. Like, that looks like a whole cardboard box on your couch. And I don't even know what this is back here, but there's definitely some shit piled up. Your apartment is cleaner than you remember it being. You set her down beside the couch and take the joint back, taking a hit before setting it on the ashtray on the coffee table. So, welcome to Casa de... You're hardly given a chance to speak before she's pulling you down into a kiss. Oh, Rain says, okay, they're really cute. Oh my. And before you know it, you find yourself leading her into your bedroom, filling up the quiet night air with sounds of your own. Oh, they are cute. Look at it. That is precious. It's roughly 2 a.m. when you two come back to Earth. You get up to grab the joint discarded in the living room along with a couple bottles of water, lighting it and handing it to her. Oh, I thought you weren't trying to fuck. His hard boxers. Oh. I said maybe, not yes or no. It was a maybe. You lay back beside her, your arm around her shoulder and her head on your chest. Really, this position is nothing new for you. But this time it's different somehow. It feels new. It feels right. Your inner monologue is interrupted by the sound of her voice. This was nice. Thank you. No need to thank me. You're the one who planned this. Yeah, I guess I should give myself all the credit. She pauses to take a hit, exhaling slowly. Her eyes close as she relaxes even more, if that's even possible. Someone's enjoying themselves. Rain says, girl, you've got matching underwear. You were trying to fuck. Huh? Oh, yeah. I don't really get much peace at home. I still live with my family. 2 sisters, a brother, my abuela, and my parents. Sometimes my tío lives with us, but he's with his girlfriend right now. That usually doesn't last long, though. So, you have a big family, too? Yeah, I love them, but I just need space to myself. I feel that. After I dropped out of college, it's just family. My mom was never proud of me, or at least she never showed it. I got 2 sisters and a brother, and she loves them more, it feels like. But I still want to buy her a house and a car. Hopefully get her financially stable enough to leave my dad. Yeah, same. I want to get my family houses so they don't have to live with us when shit doesn't work out. Yeah. Shit doesn't work out all the time, it feels. You're both quiet for a while as you finish off the joint. You typically don't talk to your one-night stands, but you feel like this is more than that. Like there's an actual connection between you two. Connections like that are a rarity for a man like you. You're not one to settle. In a wide, diverse world full of fine women and non-women, you don't want to think about this too hard. Why would you pick just one? That's like saying all movies are bad just because you saw one bad one. Sure, that one vampire movie was god-awful, but it really does get better towards the end. But you're getting older. You have 2 kids, a career that's about to take off, and responsibilities to handle. Okay, the light keeps moving. Let's see. Just seeing all parts of my kitchen now. You're nearly 29 years old. How long will your early 20s mindset last you? The sound of her voice snaps you out of your train of thought. You'll have to revisit that stop later. I know this was nice, and it is nice, really nice, and I enjoy spending time with you, but, you don't mean to cut her off. You typically have better manners than that, do you? Still, the thought of her crushing the perfect world you've just created in your head is enough to get you panicking just a little. She brought you clarity. You saw your future better when she was around. She made you think outside of yourself. Strange thing to say about a woman you met a few days ago. Look, I like you, but I'm really not in a condition to pursue anything serious with you. Aw. Rain says, I love that Issa has stretch marks. She's beautiful. She is. And that's lovely. I really like that. Like, a problem that I have had with a lot of dating sims and visual novels and stuff is, like, everybody's got the same body type or, like, subtle variations on the same body type. So, like, it's really nice to see some actual, like, body diversity in this. Like, it's beautiful. It wouldn't be fair to do that to you if I can't commit to you 100%. I'm not mentally fit enough to worry about dating right now. You forget to breathe for a moment, blinking as you process her words. This is the first time in a long time that you've been rejected by someone you took somewhat of a liking to. And I guess time has passed between these. It's been like almost a year. So, maybe it's been a while since Alonso. It was, well, a wake-up call, to say the least. It wasn't like you wanted to date her, but you wouldn't have minded potentially being vulnerable after sex with her. The world doesn't revolve around you. Just because one thing is going well in your life doesn't mean everything else will fall in line. Sure, you got promoted to manager a few years ago, and that's a position you thought was the peak of your life for a long time. But now your music, the thing you have worked on the most, is popping off. You have to change your mindset of this world if you're going to be successful. And then you had kids, 2 of them, with 2 different women that you can hardly speak to anymore because you realized too late that you didn't want to be a father. Oof. You think about Alice, how she never wanted to be a mother either, and then her career took off, now being less of a mother than ever before. You love the child you had with her, but sometimes you can't help but think you 2 would still be together if your daughter was never born. Ouch! Fuck! Damn. Still, you have kids that you aren't taking care of, and for some reason that isn't bothering you as much as you think it should. Maybe you weren't meant to be a father. Maybe the generational curse of bad parenting is passed on to you. And now you're here beside Isabelle, quieter than you really should be after she's pretty much just rejected you. You're used to things not working out, but why does this hurt so bad? Yeah, I get it. We can just be friends though, right? I still want to see you perform. Of course! Of course, yeah, friends. I can do that. I still want to take you to some more seafood places. Hell, maybe I can introduce you to my own friend group. The eager tone in her voice calms you down despite the weight she just dropped on you, and you find yourself able to breathe again despite the heavy feeling in your chest. Oh, that was just a yawn slipping out. You rub at your eyes with one hand as you run your fingers through her hair with the other. Falling asleep on me already? I've been up since like 7. Cut me some slack, queen. She yawns too. And Jesus fucking Christ, it's cute as hell. You press a kiss to the top of her head, shuffling around a bit to get comfortable. Before you know it, you're out like a light. Cuddles! Cuddles! Oh no, she fell asleep with her earrings in. That seems uncomfortable. I mean, I guess he did too, but his aren't dangly. Ooh. Deadbeat Dad Club, damn. Malik with Rocky unlocked, okay. Alright, what time is it? Almost 2 o'clock. Oof. As much as I want to move forward and go out with Rocky, because Rocky looks amazing, I think I should probably call it, right? Because it's been almost 2 hours. Okay. So I'm gonna call it a day here. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will continue next week with more ValiDate. We'll meet Rocky, who looks, again, stunning. I'm very excited. We'll see if Malik manages even more character growth. It's been good to see him grow a little. Become a little more comfortable with himself. We have had almost 2 hours of the perfect little bear sleeping and being adorable. A rare treat for the streams anyway. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, even at this unusual hour and with the sun in every possible annoying place. And, aww. Mia says that she thoroughly enjoyed it as always. Oh, thank you. Thank you all for coming out. And yeah, we will be streaming, I think, Unpacking on Thursday. And that'll be a good time. We've been wanting to play that for a while. So yeah, should be fun, should be chill. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.